Hey, how you doing? It's Neil Martin, Natural Juice Junkie. And this is the first video I've made in quite a long time about juicers, blenders, or anything of that kind of nature. But it's also the first time in a long time that there's been a significant shift in the available options on the market. Now, let me backpedal slightly, okay? Because right here in front of me, I've actually got three different machines right now. I've got a Vitamix, I've got a Blendtec. Now these are slightly older models, but actually in terms of their capabilities and stuff, you know, these are as good as they were back in the day. They are awesome machines, both of them. But I also have something over here that's brand new. And for me, this is a bit of a shift in terms of what blenders can do and kind of how can I put this? This is like a bit of a game changer on the market for me right now. And let me explain why. First up, these plastic jugs. Okay, every high-speed blender on the market for a long time has been plastic jugs. This new machine here, which is the Froothie Evolve, actually uses tempered glass, which means the jugs are heavier, but it also means you're using glass, not plastic, and it's glass that can still work with a ridiculously high-speed motor. So all of the things that you can do in a high-speed blender, you can do in this, but in a glass jug instead of a plastic one, which for me is a massive win. But the other big thing, like I say, these are great blenders, but the other big thing that I love about this is it comes with two different jugs for two different sets of functions. So first up, we have the jug that I've actually got on the base right now. And this jug here is for doing cold stuff. It's for blending cold stuff. And one of the things that's really cool about it is it has a vacuum function that can suck all of the air out of the jug before you start blending, so that you're not blending all of that air into your smoothies and the things that you're making. But that's not all, because as well as having this jug, it also comes with this one. And this jug is a little bit different because this jug here, if I open it up, actually has available to go inside it a steamer basket. And you might be thinking, a steamer basket in a blender? Why? Well, because this has a heating element. So if you're making something like a soup, you can actually cook the ingredients properly in the blender itself. Rather than just using the friction of the blades to kind of warm them up, this will give a proper cook to a soup, or to, you know, maybe you're making baby food or some kind of puree or something. It will literally cook it. And that steamer basket at the top can also be used to steam fruits, vegetables, you know, rice, stuff like that, right? So to me, this is literally like a next generation machine. And, you know, since it's been sent to me to test, I've been incredibly impressed with it. And it is now going to be my blender of choice in my kitchen. But that's not all. There is actually one other thing this does. Now, we've got a touch screen panel and everything else down here. But what if I told you I can control this hands-free? Now, it might be a little bit of a gimmick, but I can think of times in my kitchen where if I got dirty hands or I've been, playing with ingredients and stuff, I don't always want to touch the machine. And they've built in a voice function to this. So, for example, hey Froothie.
I'm here.
Clean blender.
Starting the automatic cleanup function for you now. Please wait.
I'll turn it off because it's not dirty right now, but you can literally talk to it to tell it to start blending, start making soup, all that kind of stuff. And in addition to that, there is also an app that means you can control it via Bluetooth. So, you know, if you're in another room of your house, for example, relatively close to the blender, and you want to turn something on to start making a soup or something that you've preloaded the jug and you don't want to have to get up and go press the button, you can actually do that as well. So, like I say, these are amazing machines. I love both of them. The Vitamix is an incredible machine. The Blentec is an incredible machine. But this, with the glass jugs and all these extra features, you know, if I'm going to have just one blender in my kitchen, it's going to be this one moving forward.